back to the presentation. So here we go. Okay, so we covered all the typical sheets we see. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is if we go back to the title page, this is a key map. You might see these in a couple plan sets. These are typically included when you're changing directions pretty abruptly throughout the project, or if you have an intersection project where you're changing the direction that you are going from plan sheet 1 to plan sheet 2, and you're kind of fitting things together in a puzzle. It kind of lets you know where you're at with regard to the rest of the project. So just wanted to point that out. You'll see that. That's what it's referring to. It's just providing more guidance. Now we're going to go on to specialty plan sets. Eric, do you want to go through this?
Sure. So, again, we've kind of gone through what I would consider a lot of the roadway items and the roadway plan sheets. That's typically what you'd refer to those. And again, tables, we talked about everything. Well, you've got a lot of other specialty units that have a lot of input on projects as well. And you can see them listed here. You've got environmental plans, hydraulic plans, structure plans, survey right away. We chatted a little bit about that, traffic plans, utility plans. And I guess, we can go through some of these if you'd like, definitely highlight it. But you know what? They take the exact same approach that we talked about. They're going to have tables of information related to the items that they may be paying for. They're going to have locations of those items. They're going to have comments on how to install those items. They're going to have notes. Everything we talked about. Each of these specialty units does the same thing. I guess something I'll sort of say is a lot of times as you're maybe trying to read a set of plans, you may not understand what is included in all these plans. Like, I'll be the first one to admit, you get me into a structure set of plans, I can get lost pretty quickly. So don't necessarily get caught up in a lot of the details, is I guess what I'm sort of saying. As you're reading plans, don't think you need to understand every little word, every comment, everything that's in there. There are a lot of specific details that I'll say the experts understand what that means. Now, with that said, you should be able to review from a high level perspective any piece of plan set. I should be able to look at the structure plans and be able to recognize, oh, yeah, looks like I'm installing a bridge here, or, oh, I am putting in a concrete box culvert here. And I should be able to at least navigate my way from a high level. So I just think that's very important. A lot of times people just sort of skip over things. They don't want to look at things. They don't want to read things because, oh, I don't know anything about structure. But you know what? You sometimes are the most important person to look at that plan set, because if you can't even get an understanding from a high level of what's going on, there's probably something missing in the plan set. But I just kind of want to emphasize that. Keith, anything you'd like to add?
So just to go to William's comment there, CBC is concrete box culvert, and SUE is subsurface utility investigation.
Yes.
Now, you can find those acronyms within that S standard at the link that was posted, and those or subsurface utility exploration, not investigation. I missed that word, but yes, those are what they refer to. So you could use that acronym table, and it should have most of those acronyms in there. And if you don't know, and if it's not there, ask another coworker, reach out to an engineer, just pose the question, because if you don't understand what an acronym means, it's pointless to have it there in the plan set.
Mm-hmm. And then the other thing I'll say is, you're seeing all these different specialty units. You know what? You may not have these as a part of your plan set. You may not always have hydraulic plans. You may not have structure plans associated with your project. So these are just possibilities of what may be included in your project. Go ahead.
And there could be more than this list too. This is just kind of what we threw out there. So.
Yeah. So there's just it's not black and white. I guess that's what I know I'm trying to say, and I'm sure Keith's thinking the same thing. It's not black and white. Plans, again, I've said this a few times, it's all about conveying information. I want something specifically built and I want it done typically in a specific manner. That's what the plan set needs to convey. It's again, information about how to do that.